So I went to Ipswich for a day, and if you know me, you know the first port of call's gotta be food. So we went to this Turkish restaurant, which because really that was about the only place that was open till 10 p.m. It's a town that sleeps very early. Reminds me of my Ikotekpene days, where like 7 o'clock everybody had like slept there. It was nice. It was expected, really. We have when it's not Thai or Chinese or Nigerian here, my next port of call anywhere is usually Turkish because they have similar taste buds to ours, I think. Then we went and took this nice walk on the pier. It was nice. It's so nice to just be. There's something very calming about nature, about water. Let me say specifically. So just standing there, I was teasing my husband that look at us doing love in old age, and then I was looking at these boats and dreaming of owning one. That's kind of not true. I don't really like water, so the chances of owning a boat is very slim, but it was just nice to be there. And then the next day, there was apparently an agricultural show there. As the Nigerian that I am, I didn't book online. I got there and the ticket was like £38. I say, you say what? If I had checked online, no way would have come, but I was already there. And I thought, let me just go. At first, the food, it was mostly bread and alcohol, none of which I'm a big fan of. But there was this chocolate. It was calling me, but I refused to answer that call. It took all of my self-discipline to say no, but in the end, I won. And now said, let me go and look at the other things happening. It was a really, really large space. So I went to somewhere, the ship center, and there were some sheep doing something that honestly, I don't know what they were doing. And then there were some horses that were just going round and round, and then people would be clapping, and then the commentator will say, okay, we're waiting for the judge now to decide the winners. I say, winners what? All these horses have been doing is just going around in a circle. I like animals, but come on, dudes. You guys are just strolling around. What exactly is happening here? At this point, I'm thinking, is this really what I paid £38 for? And then there were the sheep that were doing their own thing too, which to me was really just bleating. But people were clapping. But I said, okay, let me be patient. And it did get better. I stumbled on this bike show and it was like crazy. My heart was in my mouth when they were doing their performances. I thought, what if something goes wrong? I can imagine how many attempts and how much injury they've had to endure to become so good. It could never be me. Anything that is going to give me a scratch on my body, I'm not dear. But this was such a fun watch. And thankfully, there were no incidents at the show. I did find something else. There were some people climbing like a long pole or a long tree. It's just incredible, the different sports, the different activities that people do. That is not only football. And there were loads of kids. It's half term, so it was like a family event. It was really fun. It was just nice being in the midst of people, not thinking about work, and instead just watching people. There was and then I stumbled on these kids riding their ponies. This was more like it, not just horses going round in circles. These ones were like doing real work, going through hoops, picking things, getting on the horses, coming down. It was really nice. Apparently, there are members of what is considered one of the biggest youth clubs, I think, the Pony Club. So if you're interested, you can look that up for your child. They did really well. And then I saw that there was like a fun park, some wheels. I said, let me go and conclude my day. But as I got there, liver failed me. I said, let me respect my old age and go back home. And that is exactly what I did. But it was a great outing, and I wish that people should go out a lot more.